What's going on, guys? Johnny here with JRTProductions, and just want to bring you guys a video based off of long distance trips driving this RT with the mods that I have. Alright, so I'm going to start from the most recent and kind of work my way back with the ones that kind of stand out the most. And some of them are going to be good, some of them are not going to be so good. But I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all, because I know a lot of us get these cars to, for daily driving, and sometimes we do long distance drivers. I know me, I do a lot of traveling, throughout Georgia, and also I do a lot of traveling back and forth to North Carolina from Georgia. So right now I'm on my way back from North Carolina to Georgia, and well, the first thing I want to point out is as far as the gas mileage is concerned. So I didn't get the footage when I went coming from Georgia to North Carolina, but in my experience going from Georgia to North Carolina, it's more of a downhill type of drive. Not, it's not like you can really see it. It's not that visible, but I can just tell. So the gas mileage, and I started from 0, going from Georgia to North Carolina, I averaged about 26 and a half, on the highway, going back and forth. Well, I'm going to North Carolina. So now I'm probably maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, I don't know, away from home. But I've been pretty much at 25-ish miles, per gallon for coming back to Georgia from North Carolina. So yeah, as far as gas mileage is concerned, that's where I'm at, and which is not bad actually. So I've been because even buying it off the lot, they tell you it's like 15 in the city, 25 on the highway, so that's pretty good considering. The next thing that I've noticed as far as the mods that I got, like most recently, is the springs, the iBox Sportline springs. The handling with these springs, cornering, cornering, handling, just driving on a daily, on a regular, especially this driver has really been able to tell me a lot about them. Cornering has been great. Gas mileage hasn't really changed that much. I don't know. It didn't really do much. It didn't have much of a big impact with gas mileage and stuff. But as far as the handling, it's great. Thing takes corners like a champ, and I can definitely tell it's lower too. Even when I get to step out of the car, there's a little more. I put a little more effort into stepping out, and I fall in now instead of just sitting in. But it's a good look, and the performance side of it is great. Now, as far as the ride is concerned, I can tell a little bit of a difference in the ride. It's a tad bit more bumpy. I can feel, small dips in the road. If you can see, it's like nothing but trees out here. But this is a very smooth pavement that I'm riding on right now, and I can still feel small, dips in the road. And if I happen to hit a patch where they may have, redid the pavement, I can feel all of that. It's not unbearable. It's not unbearable. I could deal with it because I knew what I was getting into when I got the spring. But it's not bad. I can deal with it, so it's cool. Now there have been some instances where I went over an overpass or crossed over a bridge or something, and it may have been like an extra dip, especially if you're going 70, 80 miles per hour and you hit a dip or something. You can feel when you go up, and you can definitely feel when you come down. As far as scrapes are concerned, I have had a couple instances where I've hit a couple scrapes, even just pulling up to, in a parking space, where they have the bumper in the front. Definitely got to be conscious of that, because you will scrape it if you pull up too close. And I've only had these on maybe a few days, and I've scraped the bumper, in the front. Well, not the bumper, but the front lower lip, the lower air dam lip. I've scraped that just a tad bit, but it's not any visible damage. And also when you turn into places, as far as the the clearance and whether it dips in the road or whatnot, you definitely got to watch how you turn in. You can't just pull straight in. So you got to definitely watch that. With the spring, so that's it with the springs pretty much. The next thing that you will notice on long distance driving with this car, if you have these mods that I have, are, let's say, the exhaust note. Okay, so I'm driving and I'm at about 83, and it's a little bit over 2,000 RPMs. Right now, it's not bad, but I can tell, and I'm gonna scroll to this, I'm not even in MDS right now. It's not using the MDS mode right now. So I'm not on 4 cylinders, but if I back off of it, let's see. Now it's in 4 cylinder mode. It's still not bad. It's still not bad, but you can definitely hear a little bit of drone when you're traveling, 83, 84. Yeah, it's gonna be a little hum in there. And that, as long as you like have music playing, like right now I'm sitting, I don't have any music, I can hear it, and it'll get your attention. It will get your attention, and you can hear it when it kicks in and out of MVS mode. So that's not as bad, but I mean, it's still a fun drive. Now I have my navigation set. I know my way back and forth, from North Carolina to from North Carolina back to my home, because I've been coming back and forth here. I have, my children. I have children in North Carolina that I'm just coming back from seeing. And this Uconnect system with the navigation, man, it's top of the line, y'all. So this particular Uconnect that I have is the 8.4 inch. It's the R84. So it's with the 3D navigation. So when I tell y'all, it gives you, it's just like a smartphone. It's honestly just as good as a smartphone now that I've taken this trip, and it gives me alternate routes. I've had my phone running, my phone navigation going, and I've had the Uconnect navigation going, and if there's a traffic jam, it'll detour me just like Google Maps will, my phone navigation will. And so that's been perfect. It's the accuracy on this thing is amazing. And I wish there was something like, okay, if you notice right here in the corner, you'll see the speed limit is 70 miles per hour. And this is some small stuff, but this is just showing you exactly, how good this system is. I mean, and it's worth every penny. I'm gonna tell you, I paid $1,200 for this system. I paid $1,200 for it. But it's such a big step up from the 5-inch radio. Like, it's worth every penny. And I promise you, whoever gets his 8.4 inch, it'll change the entire vibe, the entire way that you feel about your car. It'll feel like a brand new car when you put this radio in your car. I promise you that. I promise you. So back to it. So yeah, the speed limit is 70 right now. And let's see, I'm not coming up in the city or on a city where the speed limit changes, but so if you're riding on a highway and let's say, you see a sign where it says the speed limit is 65, or it might be 60, it might drop to 60. So let's say right now it's already at 70. There's a speed limit sign coming up right now that says 70. Let's say, for instance, if that sign says 65 or 60, no later than a second down here it would change to 65. Might not be that amazing to y'all, but I haven't had a history of where I've had cars with navigation in it, but that's pretty damn impressive to me. That's pretty impressive to me. So I mean, that's just one of the things that I noticed. And also, I'm gonna go over here. Let me get back on route. And this thing switched it up on me. Okay. All right. So going to back to the system. On some of the options and some of the settings, as far as the map setup and all, it'll give you options of like points of interest, where it'll show you points of interest. So if there are any hotels, restaurants, gas stations, man, let me go back to it. I'm still trying to learn this thing. Let me see. So if I go here to like points of interest, gas stations, restaurants, hotels, I mean, yeah, they do have signs that you can look up, and it might be quicker on your phone, like a second quicker on your phone. but it pulls it up. I mean, it's not even like, it tells you that, you know, just like your phone would. Y'all say it didn't even take 2 seconds for it to pull up the gas stations. That's right around the corner. And you see how the distance changes as I'm driving. So it tells me which one is the closest gas station. So, man, that's just something, I mean, that's probably my whole purpose for making this video, is because the navigation just blew me away about how great it is. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, anyway, let me see. As far as other miles are concerned that I've done to the car, those are the only things that really stand out to me the most. First, the 8.4 inch Uconnect is amazing with the navigation. It's on point. I trust it now. I 100% trust it. And then as far as the flow masters are concerned with the exhaust, there is a little bit of drone. So make sure you keep your music up and you'll be good to go with that. Other than that, man, the gas mileage, you know, it's great for the car that it is and the power it provides. So definitely, I'm definitely excited and happy about that. But other than that, y'all, I just wanted to give y'all that quick little rundown. I haven't had any issues with anything else, except I will say this much. As far as the braking is concerned, because on this, you know, trip, I've had to do some serious braking. I'll just put this footnote out there, you know, for the 5.7 or Hemi owners, period. Well, 5.7 owners, because the Hellcat owners and Scat Pack owners already have it. I feel personally that any Dodge car with a Hemi should come with Brembo brakes. That should be like standard. I know it will probably bump the price up on the car, but in my opinion, man, this car is already heavy enough. I feel like the 5.7s and up should have the Brembo brakes on them. This is a heavy car to stop, and for the brake system to be the same as the SXT, you know, the V6s, I don't think it's completely right. I feel like the standard brakes for the V6, you know, could handle it pretty well. I was surprised at how well it handled. But now that I have the V8 and to have the same braking system, is they need the Brembo brakes for real for every Hemi. Because it's just more power. Hell, I mean, it weighs a lot more. So yeah, it definitely needs to do that. So anyway, I'm about to get up out here. I'm not gonna hold y'all any longer. I'm at 13 minutes now. All right, so if this is your first time in the channel, man, I hope that this you know, was a very informative video and that you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like button, the thumbs up button, comment, subscribe, ask questions. I will hit you back as soon as I can. And don't forget to bless up, man. Like I say, anytime you have, you know, blessings coming your way and people do things for you or something, if you can pass it on and help somebody else out, do it, because, you know, that's just a cycle that you definitely want to keep going in your life. Blessings come to you, you bless somebody else, and that way it'll keep getting better for you. And take care of your stuff. Alright? So I'm about to get up out of here. Y'all enjoy yourself and be safe. Don't forget to bless up. Johnny with JRT Productions. I'm out. Peace.